guys, Ashley Rose on the HB fan. I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on. I feel like I just something in my channel. Maybe I'm gonna start playing music from a soundtrack from a movie, a show, or wrestling themes, just to open up my videos because I think that's really cool and a different take from what I usually do. And that was another Seth Rollins theme. So, for those who don't know, but anyway, this is Ashley Burchett. I was going to say Italy fan, and I am here today with my Degrassi Unpopular Opinions video. This is part 2. Let me get my notes here. I write things down so I don't forget. Let's just get started. I left off on part 7, number 7. So I'm going to start with 8. And coming in number 8 is, I think Manny, deep down, I think she was jealous of Emma. Now, I know that fans try to make it seem like Emma was always jealous of Manny. And me personally, I don't think that's true. I feel like Emma had to always bail Manny out of her situations because majority, like I said in the part 1, I feel like a majority of their arguments and situations they were in, Manny was always in the wrong, and she just never took any real accountability for her actions or her decisions, and she always tried to make other people just seem like they were the bad guy, and I really hate that about her. In the very beginning, she was just really annoying in the beginning, literally, she was really unlikable to me. That's just me. Can't speak for anyone, so please don't hate me. I do like Manny Santos, but I when we get away from the season 3 Manny and we transition to the season 4 going up, I liked her character a lot more. Season 3 Manny Santos really got on my fucking nerves. The fact that she tried to say Emma was jealous of her because your friend's confronting you about how you're dressing because you do all this because a guy said that you're not cute. Oh my gosh. Characters like her really get on my nerves because it's you really gonna let a guy dictate how you act and how you groove? Really? Anyway, I think deep down Manny was jealous of Emma because I feel like Emma had everything that Manny didn't. I feel like Emma was smart. I feel like she put a lot of her ability into her books, which Manny did not. I feel like Emma focused way a lot more on schoolwork than guys because what the hell is focusing on guys all the time gonna do for you? Nothing. Just give you fucking drama. And who has time for that all the time? Not everybody, unless you like it. So I feel like that's what Manny was jealous of, the fact that Emma focused her energy into things that were more important, like books and schoolwork and college, and Manny did not do that until later on in the show. I think she was also jealous that Emma came from a better family background. She had a mother who worked very hard, and she had Snake, a father figure, who was just, she had a family that just was there for her through thick and thin, whatever the situation was. And Minnie did not have that. She didn't have supportive parents. She didn't really have a home. And where the hell would her parents have the time anyway? I really feel like Manny in the beginning, she was a little self-centered, and she had all this little victim mentality that she was just always the victim and she could never do no wrong. So I really feel like instead of just trying to hate Emma, since hating Emma is the popular thing to do when it comes to this show, how would you see things from Emma's side time to time and realize that Manny isn't as innocent as the show tries to make her seem? And that's some period. Manny was jealous of Emma. I think she was actually more jealous of Emma. I don't think Emma was jealous of Manny. I really feel like half the time Emma was just checking her friend and just asking her friend, where the hell is your mind at? I didn't realize that checking my friend about how she's dressing means that I'm jealous. Okay, that's just having a self-centered and foolish mindset. And I know a lot of people are going to talk about the fact that, okay, Emma called her a slut. Listen, we're going to talk about that too. I feel like many tried to blame the situation with Craig, all on Craig. Now listen, Craig needs to take some accountability too, because if he loved Ashley the way that he did, he would have never continued to cheat on her. But the fact that Manny didn't act like Craig was with someone when you try to shoot your shot, girl, shut up. Because you knew he was with someone, and if you really wanted to just be the main girl, you would have never tried to get with him when he had somebody. I don't want to hear that goofy shit. And the same thing would go for Spinner. You went for two guys who already had girlfriends and you try to make them look like the bad guys. No. If anything, you're the bad guy in the situation because you went after them first when you knew they were with someone else. And you still continue to pursue them when you know they were with somebody else. So you're setting your own goofy ass up. If you ask me, she was the dumb one in the situation. She was truly the bad guy. Yes, they need to take some accountability too, but for you to just limit all on them and act like you were the victim, stop it, because you're not. So I feel like Emma should have had checked her because she needed a reality check because she was just being really stupid. And the fact, like I said, the fact that she tried to blame it all on Craig and Spinner, no, you need to take some accountability too, Manny. So there you go. I think Manny deep down was jealous of Emma, but the show wanted to make it seem like Emma was jealous of Manny, and it was never like that. So, I don't care who comes for me. There you go. Coming in at number 9, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but Craig is the best written male character on Degrassi. I said it. I honestly feel like Craig was the first real male character that had everything that I was looking for in a male character. Like, I feel like season 1, yeah, I like Sean. But I feel like Sean, still to this day, I feel like Sean could have gotten more development. I feel like Craig got so much was invested in Craig that it made him such a good character. Like, yeah, he didn't make the best decisions, but what I love about him is the fact that he was always willing to get the help that he needed to get better. And I feel like I just love Craig. I feel like he was such a good male character, and I feel like there's no other male characters that kind of compare to him. Like, I know people love Eli, I know people love Drew, and I love Sean. I love Eli too, and I love Drew. I think they're all amazing male characters. I love Spinner, but I don't think they really compare to the impact that Craig went through. Like, Craig went through a lot. I would say a lot. Like, he went through a lot of things just to become the person that he did towards the end of the show. And I really think he was a really good male character. Like I said, he didn't make the best decisions, but what I love about Craig is that, and I don't want anyone to say that this is not true, I don't think he ever blamed his issues or the things that he went through on other people for his bad decisions. Like, I feel like he just made bad decisions and he just did what he had to do to make it right. So I think he's the best male character ever written. So there you go. And coming in number 10 is, I think, like I just said about the main situation, I think Craig was also in the wrong in the situation. I feel like if he really loved Ashley, even though I think Ashley, she is one of the worst characters to come out of Degrassi. Like, way, way one of the worst characters. No one deserves to get cheated on. No one deserves to get lied on the way that he did her. And if he really loved Ashley, he would have had ended with Manny a hell of a lot sooner. So Craig does deserve to take some accountability. But for people trying to make him look like the bad guy and not Manny, let's stop that. Coming at number 11 is, this is a couple unpopular opinion, and Spinner and Jane had zero chemistry. I know people like to say that this is his best relationship. Personally, I think Paige is his best relationship. I don't understand what made him and Jane like so special. Like, I watched seasons, and oh my god, I watched seasons 7, 8, and 9, and these are some of the worst seasons of Degrassi. Like, these are the seasons of Degrassi where I honestly feel like I wanted to stop watching. And I feel like him and Jane had zero chemistry. Like, I didn't really understand what made them so special. Like, what was it that made them like this interesting couple to me? I didn't really see it. So they just had zero chemistry to me, and sorry. I just don't think they had chemistry. No. Coming at number 12, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings when I say this, but I think Eli was very unlikable in the first time we met him. Like, you can ask my sister. I didn't like Eli the first time I met him. I thought he was like, especially like when he got with Claire, like his obsession with Claire really, really annoyed the hell out of me. Like, I never felt so annoyed watching that. And his obsession with Claire really was annoying. Like, the fact that he was just so possessive and so jealous and just bringing all of his trauma onto her just made the relationship so toxic in the very beginning that it was just crazy. It's like, really? Like, I think Eli was very unlikable the first time. The first, like, season 10 and 11, he's really unlikable. And I feel like I wasn't fucking with him the first two seasons of seasons 10 and 11. I didn't start liking Eli until like season 12, and I feel like I would have loved to see if they didn't do that with Eli at first. I think his character would have been so much better off without all that toxicity. But I'm not I'm not against a character going through trauma and fixing themselves, and I think Eli is in a way better spot right now than he was at the very beginning. So yeah, at first he was just not likable. Um, and my last unpopular opinion, number 13 is Darcy had the best sexual assault storyline. Period. Yes, I know. I love Paige's storyline. I thought her storyline was good too, but Darcy, her, I feel like her storyline felt more darker. If I'm not disrespecting the other two storylines, like Paige, her storyline was good too, and her storyline was really good. But Darcy, her storyline felt very dark, more darker, and I feel like what made it even more interesting was the fact that she did not know who did it. Still to this day, we don't know who did it to her, and I feel like that's even more crazy because sometimes certain victims don't get to know who did it to them, and just knowing at the back of your head that you'll never know who took advantage of you, that's a crazy feeling to have in your stomach, just knowing that, oh my god, this guy can do it again. If he knows who I am, he can do it again. Like, and that's just like a crazy feeling to have. And I know what we're gonna say. I know that this storyline could have gone to a character who was already fully developed, but I think that's the point that they were trying to do with Darcy, is that I didn't really like her when she came. I don't really think she was that interesting when she first got here. Like, I didn't think she was annoying or anything. I just don't think she was that fully developed. But this storyline, I think she had the best storyline in season 7, and she really acted her ass off just to make you care about the storyline, which is something I can say compared to other people they give character storylines like this and they're not as remotely interesting. But she really worked her ass off to make the storyline get over, and it did. I really loved the storyline with Darcy. I thought it had amazing writing. It was consistent, and I just love the fact that she was not gonna let what the person did, define her. And I think she had the best storyline. So those are my unpopular opinions. Leave your comments down below. And thanks for watching my channel.